Hi, I'm John Huber from Peekaboo Angler, and we are continuing our look at Silver Creek access points. Get you primed up for the 2015 season. Right now we are on the Nature Conservancy and we are in the float tube section. This is the lowest end of the Nature Conservancy property and it's float tube only. The Nature Conservancy is basically broken into two parts. There's a float tube only section where you can only float tube, walk and wade is not allowed. And then there's a walk and wade section where it's only walk and wade and float tubing is not allowed. I can't say that one is necessarily way better than the other. They're both quality fisheries, whether you're walking and wading or float tubing. Just it's personal preference. Some people really like the float tube and just kind of sit and go down the river real slow. Other people like to creep up on the banks and creep up on those fish and see how close they can get. In either case, you're going to experience a wonderful fishery here on Silver Creek. The float tube fishery is probably best known for its calibatus action. There is wonderful trico spinner falls in here in the summer as well. You can come down through here with grasshoppers, ants and beetles work really well. The Baetis, the PMD, pretty much all the bugs you find on Silver Creek you'll find in the float tube section. But as you get into the float tube section and the water starts getting slower and slower and deeper, you start encountering more and more of the calibatus. That just makes sense because that's the kind of water type that those bugs like. So if you're going to come down, fish the creek, you want to bring a float tube, it's a great thing to do on a hot day, just being submerged up to your hips in this nice cold water on a hot August day. Great way to fish. It also is a great way just to move up and down through the system without kicking up the bottom or encountering a lot of silt, that type of thing. So come on down to the float tube section of Silver Creek. Make sure you go up to the sign-in cabin first, sign in, drive back down. You can either put in right at the top near Loving Creek and float all the way down to Kilpatrick Bridge, which is down below us, or you can come down to this very popular takeout, which is just called the Duck Blind. This is right at the very bottom end of the S-turns. It's a great place if you just want to go in, fish the hatches, get over a pot of fish, and then when you're done, you can float down to here, and it's a very quick walk back to your car. So join us down here on the Nature Conservancy. Enjoy a wonderful summer of fishing in 2015.